I usually try not to do bets that are at the detriment of one of the players, which would be how many times does this player get solo killed. But I might do that one because he could technically solo kill more than just 100T. Both. That's why you got to go Gushers. If those two played bot lane together, they'd be the Gushers bot lane. Hey, poor Sam. Already losing slots. The problem with better performing junglers is a hard one to quantify. I mean, it can be hard. Like it's either going to be very obvious or it's going to be like really hard to quantify. So that's not one that I am really too keen on. Well, we know the answer to that. I don't think Spoder's warded once this entire season. Yeah, we did first blood last game. All right. I think we're about ready to roll here. I mean, I'm gonna wait till I see what the pick ban is, Zombie. Alright, I like the Recon ban. Starstro did pretty well on it. And it's kind of hard to throw 80 carry bans, especially because most 80 carries can play pretty much anything when you have to close stream before you get into game. Go to CS at 15 mid lane. I mean, that's doable, but considering the CS differential from last game, it seems a little obvious to me.
Just in time, eh?
Hey, welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Urgot ban as well. That's a good choice.
Sorry again, I do have intestinal problems.
That's all right. Didn't miss much. Just the first two bans, and AMP still not getting their first three. Still using an E-sub.
I mean, if it's a good E-sub, keep him. Maybe draft him. Maybe put him on the roster.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they've got... Each team has 3 roster changes left in Week 9, and then it cuts off in Week 10, so people can make some small changes here or there.
Mm-hmm. My question is there any team that is literally, no matter what they do, they can't make playoffs?
No. GU is close, but they've got rematches, which means no. Anybody can make playoffs still. The only team that's locked playoffs as far as I know is AMP. Battlecast might have. I think if I did my math right, Battlecast did. But yeah. If
Darius
Rockport
also
win here,
banned.
they lock playoffs as well.
There's been Spoot. We'll see if Spooter gets the Garen. But I don't know if 100 T noob plays the Garen or not. But
Yeah, I think that's the only reason they would leave it up. Rockport, I think, is happy to put pretty much any of their top laners on Garen. It's one of those champions that you can kind of just pick up and generally do well with.
let's see what Spooter plays in response to this.
Yeah, honestly, he's got the Kled. He's got a lot of options. I don't think he needs to pick it now. Biz, I think you guys locked playoff. I'm not sure. If I did my math right. Because you guys have played, like, 1 or 2 more games than the rest of people, even though you're not, like, sitting at the highest. If I did my math right, you can't
Braum
drop.
Tristana.
Yeah, Braum Trist. I'm a little surprised that they left the Trist open and didn't first pick it. That's what I assumed they were going to do with the Trist being open, but I guess they felt like prioritizing the Garen was a little bit necessary, which I don't even think it was, because 100 Noob doesn't really play top lane. I don't think there is a need for Spoder to rush that pick if it was upped.
Silver picked up here for Hydrone. Karma.
Silver Karma,
Another
that'll
one
be
of those
interesting.
flex picks.
Yeah. Looks like they run a run in. This is where something like an Olaf, and like a Galio, I think, would do pretty well. But Alawi picked up for Spoder. Can do okay into Garen. The hard part is Alawi hates silences, because all of her damage comes from resetting her tentacles with her W.
Yeah.
And you can't do that if you're silenced.
Yeah. Zach banned, of course, since they didn't take it first round, which I found very surprising. They didn't take it first round for Sean Bear. But
yeah. Especially with like the Silver Karma. Again, those are things that maybe aren't the most obvious of picks for them to be grabbing, that the enemy would want to actually target those as bans. So while it does good for setting up the tone of your comp, if that's their main goal, then it's fine. But having all these junglers get banned against them is going to make Sean Bear's pool a little bit harder to use. Probably have to go down to something like a Sejuani or a Trundle or something. There's the J4. And honestly, if I was Natsume, I would just pick the Sejuani right now. Take that away from Sean Bear. Force him onto something a little bit less tanky, a little bit less engage heavy. Looks like he's going to go for the Gragas, though. Has a good amount of engage. Good amount of damage as well. While still being a little tanky. Not a bad pickup there. And the Sedge to follow for Chambert. See what they close it out with mid. Might be the Vel'Koz. I think, is that the first Vel'Koz of the season?
Maybe, I'm not sure. But
all I know is I'm spamming in the chat right now. Gonna be answered by the Syndra, though.
Oh god, so we have 2 tentacle people here.
Yeah, it's all the tentacles. Game. Here's what I'm interested in. Is Heat Viper gonna go Glacial Augment? Thanks for the follow, Ramsey.
I mean, there's things I could say here, but we're on stream, so.
Yeah.
You need to watch my profanity here. You need to watch
the Twitch chat say it, which they already have, ish.
Yeah, Twitch chat. You guys got my mind already.
AMP isn't really that AP heavy. The only AP they've got is Syndra and Gragas, and that's if Gragas even goes AP. Tristana's a late game AD hyper carry, and Alawi is straight AD. What is the bet? That's a good question. Let's go ahead and do. Yeah, we'll do.
Game time?
No, we'll do highest CS at 10 over under.
All right.
say 80. Highest
Yeah.
CS at 10 from anybody. If anybody goes over 80 CS at 10. All right. Yep. So that's how that breaks. Good to know. All right. The countdown's broken again. I think I know how to fix it next time though. So I won't have that for this. I'm gonna drop out for like a minute maybe. I gotta go grab a drink. So keep them busy there, Maniac.
All right. Let me just open up the Twitch chat here. Just so I could talk to you beautiful people. Hello, Twitch chat. I can now see what you say. Oh, Jesus, QR. 250 on under? You don't think anyone's going to get 80 CS by 10 minutes? Gummy, close the stream, my friend. Close the stream, Gummy. No, no, no. It's supposed to be put the... Yeah, there you go. No, I'm not going to buy you a pizza. No, it's my pizza. I'm hungry.
Maybe that's what our next bet should be. Whoever wins the next bet, Maniac has to buy them a pizza. Every single person.
No! No! I am a high schooler. I have no job. I have no money. It has no money.
There's a solution to that.
So I think Gummy's gonna play it safe. He bet over. So I think Gummy's gonna try to play this one safe just so he can get his points.
Yeah, I thought 80 was a little high. I feel like it's going to be under. But the reason I said 80 is because Alawi gets a lot of farm really early, and if Syndra's playing well, she will as well. So and Sivir.
Yeah.
But yeah, 80 seemed a little high to me still.
And we'll see. Wait, what's perfect CS by 10 minutes?
I'm not sure, honestly. '80's definitely pushing it though. So
Reset all bets and put it to 70.
nah. How many? Most people are betting over. So like.
They're about Kiora bet it under.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, Kiora took the smart bet. I don't mind making people lose their points.
Just means they have to watch more to get it back.
Exactly. That's why like people are just like, why is it so impossible to win at slots and roulette? I'm like, because I don't want you getting points. I'm running a gambling institution here. I'm not just gonna give you free points. You kidding me?
You gonna walk into Vegas and they're gonna give you free money?
Right.
No.
Those points translate to my money in skins, which I'm gonna give out anyways, but still.
Which I hope I can actually win for once.
We'll see. We'll see.
I've been going hard on them recently. But yeah, that's Glacial Augment Vel'Koz.
Yep. He's probably gonna go the Bjergsen build. First item, Spoopy Ghosts. Next item, I think he usually goes GLP second. It's a pretty scary thing because like Vel'Koz.
You don't need damage items on Vel'Koz. You
Yeah,
deal true damage.
he deals true damage. Granted, the true damage, I'm pretty sure it scales with AP, but like, still lots of true damage. And his one of his biggest troubles is like, well, I can't land my skill shots because, well, I can't lock them down. But once you get those items that are able to slow people so much, it really makes it easy to land his combo, get the kills off. Hard part is, it looked pretty easy from Bjergsen, right?
Well, that's Bjergsen.
That's
Probably
one.
one of the
That's
similar
Bjergsen.
in it.
Two, even without damage items, he does well, sure, but you still need damage items. But as um, it goes with pro play, they get their gold faster, which means by the time you get your damage item, usually someone like Bjergsen will be about 1.5 or 2. So that's the problem I see with playing this in solo queue, is it's not like a super strong pub stomping thing. It takes you farming really well, doing well in lane, and be able to position really well to get full control over it. So my eyes this game are on Heat Viper. See if he can keep up that kind of top tier status that he's had in the league this game on this new pick for himself.
Yeah, and honestly, Garen versus Alawi, it's a tanks. It's tanks.
Well, yeah, I mean they are damage tanks though, right? They're two juggernauts. The thing with Alawi is she requires people to be fighting on top of her, right? And Garen, sure, he has to jump in, but usually he'll jump in, QU, spin away, and just like run away and be like, huzzah! And on top of that, having a silence from Garen means that there's not a whole lot of opportunity for the Alawi to get things done.
Yeah. Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's going to be a fun, aggressive matchup to watch, and I think it's really just going to come down to individual player execution. I think Garen has a slight advantage in the matchup, but Spoder plays pretty darn well, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. I'm also going to watch whatever he decides to max first. Pause! Like I said, or like Captain Volleyball said, actually, it's not a 3-0 esports game without a pause.
Yeah, never. I mean, it's good because I just had to reconnect again because, yeah, spectate's awful sometimes. Yeah. Hey, I just realized there's a sneaky in the game.
Yeah.
Pizza
How close
delivery
was the first game? The first game was a surprising steamroll from AMP. They picked very aggressive picks and just kind of went. Rockport had some really close fights, but they weren't able to change CC 100%, which is kind of what they needed to do with their comp.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't look very close, but they actually had a couple moments where they could have gotten something done.
Mm-hmm. Especially when they picked off the Zaya with Melzhar all near the end.
Yeah, that one could have been good.
Yeah.
Any idea what this pause is about, sir?
I have no idea because I'm still trying to load in.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay.
But I can check as soon as I get in.
Okay.
Honestly, whose team comp do you like better?
I liked Amps a little bit better. Rockport's is pretty decent, but all of its CC is coming out of Sedge. Which is going to be rough because most of her CC is single target, if not actually all of it. Which is going to be putting a lot onto Schomburg's shoulders. And on top of that, I just think Vel'Koz is a pretty long-range guy, but he's also very susceptible to getting jumped on. And Sivir, even with her spell shield, very short range, so very susceptible for getting jumped on as well, meaning not having any CC mixed with very susceptible carries is going to make it very hard for Rockport to actually execute in these fights. That's where you're hoping maybe that Garen can get something rolling, but as 100T Noob isn't a top lane main, that could be difficult. Hydreion might be in a little bit of trouble. The body slam's coming through. They're going to start stacking up the concussive blows. He's getting real low. Oh, he does get caught by it. The flash to try and run away with the explosive charge and the ignite. Is he going to fall down? First blood over to Gummy Bowls. Barely gets that one. Oh, that's a feels bad man moment.
Brum having one of the best
Question mark
level ones.
Syndra just burned her flash. Okay, well.
don't know if you heard what I was saying, but Braum having one of the best 1v1, not 1v1s, one of the best level ones.
Uh,
And
I heard it and it did not compute, but yes, you are correct. Braum has a very strong level 1. Probably wanted to see Hydra own flash away before the Braum Q landed. That was really the biggest chance that he had to getting out of there. Because Gragas already used his body slam, right? So he's not going to be able to use that. And Braum, once that doesn't land, what are they going to CC you with? So you just kind of have to flash preemptively there instead of kind of hoping that you're able to escape. Starshow doing a pretty big leash there, actually leashing Gromp as well, knowing that Gummy will probably safe down there. You know, we do see a top side start from Seanbear. We'll have to see if he actually goes for any kind of vertical jungling, anything like that. Doesn't quite look like he will, but actually keeping up so far in tempo with the Gragas. I think the Gromp reset on Gragas, because that took him way longer than it should have.
it's very possible. Honestly, I feel like Gragas is really clear, is really good against like Krugs and Raptors.
Yeah. Ooh, we're actually
But
going to
like,
see a bit of a mid lane gank coming in if the auto camera will move. It's not going to because they didn't even get close to him. That's a shame, but now Sidroni might be running into the Gragas here. Yes, I get it. A lot of stuff is happening bot lane. I want to see the rest of the map, though. Right. But we might actually see some stuff happening down here. Alright, Gragas in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get hit by the Arc Assault. Already used his flash, trying to run away. Here comes the Syndra, though. Getting what he can onto Heat Viper now. Natsume needs to keep running. I don't know if he has bodice aim. He's going to try and use it to find his way onto Heat Viper, but still getting hit by the Flail. One more auto attack from Seanbear. Gonna do it now in the bot lane. Hydreion trying to run away. The concussive blows are stacked. The explosive charge is there as well. Nice care of the week to keep Seanbear off of him, but a flash in. Gonna be able to try and get the Permafrost off as so much damage coming out from them. The mid lane gank from Seanbear. Gonna pay off pretty well. And
yeah.
boy, isn't Syndra wishing she didn't waste flash in the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matchup isn't that fun for the Alawi. What was Gragas doing? I don't know.
I mean, one isn't fun to face again.
Pretty much never. Spoder, though, gonna try and get some damage off. I mention it a lot every time I see an Alawi, because I know a lot of Alawi mechanics, not only just playing her, but against her. So Alawi's E, I believe it's called Test of Spirit. When you've grabbed somebody's soul with Alawi's E, you can break it by either waiting out the timer, you can step out of its range, or you can actually fight Alawi, and every single tick of damage that you do versus Alawi actually makes the timer for the Test of Spirit Ghost go down. So people like Teemo, Singed, Garen, who have really fast-ticking moves, actually are very good against Alawi, because you can straight up fight her when she has that, which normally you wouldn't be able to, but because you're burning down the timer on the Test of Spirit, it's actually sometimes beneficial, because they'll think, oh, I can all in this from the Alawi, but in about a second and a half, the Ghost is gone, when it wouldn't be against most characters.
Yeah. That's something that it's confusing, because not all people know that.
No.
Especially in like the elo that I'm in.
Yeah,
no one knows that.
Most people don't know that at my elo. That's because it's not even in the tooltip, right?
Yeah.
Nowhere does it say fight Alawi to make the timer go down. It's just a hidden mechanic.
Yeah.
Predator from the Gragas, though, going to try and get off a gank. They really can't do much here. They'll get a little bit of damage off, force him back out of lane, but Alawi not even going to be able to land or test a Spirit, which means no Klepto stacks. So just a little bit of formal trading there.
Yeah, the thing about trading with Alawi is that she's just going to heal back up with her like tentacle slams.
Yeah, if she's able to land them. So will Garen, though, with his passive. He'll just sit back a little bit, play a bit more cautiously.
Just gotta love a champion getting a Warmog's passive.
Right. It's my favorite.
I know, right, man? Like Mundo's is all right.
Yeah,
Mundo's isn't bad.
it's because his is pretty moderate for most of the game, and he at least has like health costs.
Garen, you're just like, oh, what's mana?
What are
Oh,
resources? Yeah,
exactly. What's a tower?
yeah. This is the part where Alawi actually starts shining as a pick when she's able to get this kind of engage off. Which isn't even like a real engage. But ooh, Juice is in a lot of trouble. He's trying to run away. The explosive charge is gonna force the flash though and the heal from Hydrone. Now he's gonna try and trade back with the bouncing blades, but oof. Yeah, and Hunter T did use his flash to get away from the Alawi up top.
Yeah, something that Alawi does shine in is 2v1s, or like in general, being outnumbered. Because that
Yeah.
just means she's going to be able to get more tentacle slams and more from her ult.
Yeah, it does definitely help her out quite a bit. Mid lane, more trading. Both mid laners sitting at 6, so Heat Viper's going to be really careful now that he's half health. One combo from Syndra will kill him.
Yeah, because that's Syndra.
Yep. Yep. So he's going to have to play this pretty carefully. Getting some good damage off, though. Once Seanbear's 6, I definitely expect him to repeat gank that and just kind of start camping there. Which it looks like he is 6 now, so he's going to try and go forward. The Glacial Prison's landing. I don't think they can chase it, though, because Cleanse was used. So they're feeling good about that.
Don't you love when that directed camera goes to top lane when you're trying to watch that?
It's very good at knowing what is and isn't actually going to be a thing. Because it saw the second that ult landed that it didn't matter. And Heat Viper forced to use heal. It's the Unleashed Power going to burn him super low. Carcion doing a good job there.
Yeah.
What do you mean, where's AMP? AMP's here, man. They've got like 2 of their starters.
Yeah.
This is AMP now. I don't know where Tajir or Bliss are, but yeah. AMP are playing pretty well with their subs right now. Having themselves a good game.
Bot lane being really good with their poke.
Yeah.
I've never played this lane, Tristana Braum, probably because no one likes playing Braum anymore, which is a real disappointment because I think he's a really fun.
It is really sad.
Good.
We've got 1 minute and 7 CS to go on the Tristana. The sad thing is she's only going to get 1 CS out of this wave if she farms it perfectly. So, like, this is a nail-biter as to if we're going to hit the 80 CS at 10. Oh, where are we going to end up with it? She's farming pretty well. I think she's going to end up at the 79. She's at 78. All she needs to do is catch this next wave, and I think we'll hit that 80 here. Yeah, because that wave's crashing in. Yeah, she'll hit 80 for sure. Unless she just gets all in and dies before she does. That would be a thing. Rockport doing it for the boys who voted under. It's not going to happen, though. Last couple CS coming through. She's at 81 now. Lots of damage onto the Braum as he just kind of started auto-attacking those things for no reason.
Yeah. And you said 80 was a risky number.
It was, yeah, there was 20 seconds and 2 CS. It was definitely a risky number. Didn't even go to the person I thought it would. Hey, Super Spoder. Welcome back to the stream, sir. This game's definitely slowing down, though, because that, like, first couple levels were pretty hectic, but both teams playing pretty
As soon
calm.
as I load in to start spectating, it slows down. Come on now.
Also, I don't know when it happened. Obviously, about 15, 20 seconds ago, but Syndra used her flash. So that's interesting. I don't know if that was off of Sejuani gank. I assume it was. Starster, though, in quite a bit of trouble. So he does get hit by the tether, but Gummables going full aggro onto Juice. The jump is on already, using the Buster Shot to try and get a kill on another jump forward as well. Is able to pick it up. The third reset in the fight now going forward. A nice Unbreakable. Should be able to save her for just a time being, but the shutdown gold onto Sivir. 450 for him. Starstone now running away as Hydreion gets the Boomerang Blade. He might be able to pick up the kill, but he's not able to. Natsume finds his way in with the Predator. Now all he wants to do is get an explosive cast, put Hydreion under the tower, but Seanbear is here as well, picking up another kill for Rockport. Still sitting 200 gold behind, though.
Yeah, that was an interesting fight. Um, but honestly, in the favor of Rockport, obviously 2-for-1,
Yeah,
and the shutdown gold on the Tristana. But Tristana does now have Stormrazor.
she does. So does Sivir, though.
Yes, so, but I feel like Tristana with Stormrazor is a lot more, unless it counts her
I'm pretty
every.
sure if the... I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure if the first Boomerang crits, all the Boomerangs following will crit.
Okay,
I could be wrong on
because
that.
if that's the case, I need to play Sivir a lot more. But if not, eh.
Yeah, I'm not 100% on that one. Looks like Spoder's actually in a little bit of trouble. He's going to try and use his ult, but taking so much damage. You're tanking there, bud. Not going to be able to get the kill as 100T finds it using the Demacian Justice to finish off the Alawi. All Spoder had to do to win that fight was take a step back and not tank 3 tower shots.
Yeah, it's so close.
Yeah, now
And
Natsume in a little bit of trouble as well. The Permafrost is going to land on him. He doesn't have Flash. The ultimate from Shambear locking him down. Finds himself a kill. Now Starstro and Gummy in a little bit of trouble as well. Stand behind me. Going to be used. Doesn't help him from the Disintegration Ray, though. As Rockport finding their stride in game 2 right now. Definitely had a rough game 1, but drafting a little bit differently. I'm not sure if I really think the draft is better, but I think they're playing it a lot better. And I think Sejuani is a lot more of a reliable tank than the Zac is, meaning Shambar can get better ganks off with it.
and he's just able to brawl the Gragas. Like,
Yeah.
as you saw, he 1v1 the Gragas with ease.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I think the
And
other part is maybe not even drafting what they're picking better, but definitely has a lot better bans, putting AMP onto different things.
yeah, Spooter. I don't think
He's gonna
Spooter's well known for his Alawi.
Yeah, the allow is definitely bizarre. Looks like he's going to get engaged on. He doesn't have ult, but Rockport not going to chase this forward all the way. Heat Viper is in. Does have the Spoopy Ghosts now. But they are
Spoopy
on
Ghosts.
cooldown. Yeah, dude. The Spoopy Ghosts. Twin Shadows.
But it's not Halloween yet.
It doesn't matter. They're Spoopy Ghosts. In the bot lane, though, Natsume coming in with the Predator. Oh, the Glacial Fissure is going to land onto Karma. He goes down. No chance for him.
Gummy picks up the kill.
Yep. A little bit of trouble for Heat Viper as well, taking a big chunk of damage.
Yeah, I was about to say something, but then all the action happened. I was gonna say maybe if they do it again this year, maybe on Halloween night you bring like, wait, is Halloween gonna happen before or after the finals?
After. 3 days after. Finals are the 28th of October. Oh, bot lane, though. Hydro not respecting the fact that there's still 3 people here. Natsume getting low, but not going to fall. Rockport are pushing this up. They're really trying to get as much damage onto that as they can. But because of that, they definitely can't stay for another. Whereas if they had waited, they might have been able to stay for that next wave. But, oh well.
What I was gonna say is you could have like the Teemoing, the winners just play Doombots, because I'm assuming they're gonna do Doombots again.
They might. You never know. That would be interesting. The hard part for me is I want to do extra stuff, but I also just like don't. It's like I want to have some free time. It's dedicating 40 hours a week for 3 months is pretty exhausting.
Yeah. It was just an idea. You don't have to. It's not like a.
Yeah.
You have to do.
Right.
But
I mean, obviously.
It'd be something fun to do,
It could
especially
be.
since the season would be over.
Yeah, I'm hoping for next season that we get like a community event organizer, somebody who can just like set up like in-houses and kind of fun events and stuff.
Hey.
Because I don't have a whole lot of time for that, so we'll see.
I'll at you, boy. I could try.
All right, we'll see what we can manage for next season. Back to this game, though. Rockport winning in the kill department. Still behind in CS, though, as both mid lane and top lane are falling pretty far down. It's going to make for this 400 gold lead that AMP has. I feel like Spoder needs to be working these waves a little bit better. Like, he's doing a good job getting the CS lead, but the problem with Ilaoi is she's not very good at actually, like, pushing turrets. And so your best option is to try and freeze the enemy wave, like, right outside of their turret or right outside of yours, and make it so that they have to walk up to try and get something. And the reason you want it there is because that's where you get the biggest number of tentacles, is kind of right as the walls kind of converge right there. You can get 2 or even 3 tentacles in those spots. So that's why you want to stay there. But we are going to see Natsume trying to go mid. Not getting anything done as the Rift Herald used bot. Means Rockport get to keep on pushing here. No answer from AMP quite yet. And here comes the Sejuani over the wall. Finds the Glacial Prison onto the Braum. He's going to be able to jump away, but might just be delivering himself to the enemy team. As now they're going to run off. The Rift Herald is getting pretty low. I feel bad for Ilaoi because like she's really trying here.
Spooter
Go ahead.
was one thing I saw about Spooter earlier. He was not waiting for his tentacles before he used his W, so it was just his base W damage.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure like which specific moments you're referencing. I know in the super early game, you actually kind of want to do that as Ilaoi, because it gives a good chunk of damage and it immediately procs Klepto. So you can use that early game to just get Klepto stacks really fast and try and get the gold there. But we're kind of at the point where that's just like, okay, you're not getting too many off anymore. You kind of want to wait for your E and your W to be working together. And he's at a really rough point where like he can't even trade against the Garen anymore either. Every time he gets the pull off, Garen just runs in, gets a couple spins, and I mean Ilaoi sure 40 CS up, but is she really winning the lane anymore?
No. Like at this point, I don't think she is.
It's going to be pretty rough for her, but a little bit of a skirmish in the mid lane. Casual trading of crowd control. And the part I'm keeping my eye out for is in these mid-game fights, if Rockport's comp is able to hold up. Like I said, only having one significant source of CC. Because Karma and Vel'Koz sure have a little bit, but they're not super reliable or even that strong what they can pull off with their CC. So in the fights, it's going to be a lot of what they can get done with Seanbear and what kind of distractions 100T Noob can pull off. As Gummy Bulls start to show, just going to walk up here, take top lane tower. Feel pretty good.
Nice little lane swap there.
Yeah, and it gives Spoder a lot of free time bottom where he doesn't have to deal with this Garen running at him anymore. Allowing not very good at taking towers, sadly. But should probably be able to pick that one up at least. And AMP going to be getting a big influx of gold. Sitting 1,000 gold ahead still. Shamir going to be going in by himself. His team is here. The explosive cast already been used. So is the disintegration ray, as they are able to finish off the Braum if they can go forward. They don't have any ultimates though. Gonna make it just a little bit difficult. Hydreion trying to chase forward, getting a lot off there. The Boomerang Blades giving him extra movement speed, and the flash in from Karma as well. 2 down there, but Akarsion finds his way and uses the Unleashed Power on to the Sivir, but she's gonna live through it with a heal.
The heal from Heat and Viper as well.
Yep. Yeah, and Rockport are finding some fights where the enemy team is just split up and scattered. It's just kind of where they're going to excel right now. They can chase people down with the Sivir and the Vel'Koz. Shambar can find a pickoff. So as long as they don't try that into 5 people, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, it was very risky. But with them being ahead and Grog's not doing that much damage, it was just, and of course them being like all there, it was a good time.
Yeah. And now they're the ones sitting on about 1,000 gold lead here. Getting all those kills, definitely helping out a bit. Still have some turrets to grab. Top lane's getting pretty low. Mid lane, not quite.
Yeah, but finally, AMP has a gold lead.
Or Rockport?
Not AMP, Rockport, sorry.
Yeah, but ooh, Shamber gonna go over the pit blind. Doesn't really have a way back in. That dragon probably forfeit. He's got to actually flash forward,
He
try
just
to get it,
flashed.
but he smites a little bit early, and he's going to be falling down. Sivir's on the backside, though, but she's all by herself. She's forced to run away quite immediately. But what? Gummy Bulls, what are you... Okay, well, he's
Garen
dead.
was
Now
on her.
Garen in the backside trying to do what he can, but the Alawi going to fall down to the disintegration rate, and Demacia is just too strong of a force, man. Demacia is a hell of a thing. As Rockport, they don't get the dragon, but they do get 2 kills. I'm not really sure what that Tristana jump was.
It was thrown away from the Garen.
Straight into 3 people.
I mean, would you rather give? I mean,
I'd rather
be
give the
honest-
kill to Garen than to the Tristana. Or not the
You mean
Tristana,
to
the
the
Sivir. Yeah,
but there was a little funny moment there. May put that in the top 5 plays of the week.
At first, I was like, wow, he's going really aggro. And then I saw his health, so I was like, you have 30 health. You can't make this play.
You're no Aatrox.
But like you said, that was fight or flight moment for him, and well, he flied and he died. But I don't know. This game's really close. It's a lot closer than the last game. Both teams haven't really gained more than 1,000 gold lead over the other one. Rockport feel like they're winning, right? They've got the gold lead right now. They've had the kill lead the entire game, but they've been out macroed for a couple moments. So we'll see if they're able to start translating these leads into map control and start taking the game over from AMP. Both AD carries sitting on 2
personally, I
items.
think that Amped has a better late game. Just because Tristana is such a strong late game champion, Syndra's strong late game,
Yeah,
and Grog is just there to provide CC and be kind of tanky. Alawi is Alawi.
yeah. I mean, the thing there with Gragas, though, is he's going really heavy damage, having the Runic Echoes and going for Frozen Iceborne Gauntlet, sorry. Which is like, Iceborne Gauntlet, it's kind of tanky, but it's definitely not the tankiest of things. It's more focused on the damage it provides while being kind of tanky. So he's really not actually be able to take a whole lot since he doesn't have any health items.
137 crit. That's nice.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, yeah, I was bone plating, but
Yeah, and his W was probably on as well. Oh, man, that's fantastic. Once he gets his IE, he'll be dishing out some deeps. He'll be doing crits more often. Ooh, but here comes Natsume in a lot of trouble as he's trying to run away. It's the Braum falls as well as the stand behind me. Not going to be able to pick up an escape for him. That's what Rockport are going to be looking for. They keep wanting to try and find these picks, get the vision control, force the other team into you, where it doesn't really matter if you have a whole lot of CC, because by the time they realize it, they are already dead. That is the ultimate Omae wa mu shindaru moment right there. But they're definitely in control right now as they start playing the vision game. Oh, I don't know about that ward. Or the Baron proc, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that was a misclick. Yeah, normally you don't want to place the ward that far forward in the pit, because Tristana can just hit that from over the wall. If you put it right in front of Baron's belly, it'll see the entire pit, and they won't be able to attack it. So that's kind of where you want to do it.
yeah. Honestly, Garen's just a monster. I don't think anyone can 1v1 him, so I kind of expect a 1-3-1. Or it could be a 4-1. Or it could be 0-4-1 or whatever.
Yeah.
What they want to do.
What they can do is just keep 100T Noob down here, chugging away, and I'm not sure if he can still beat the Alawi in a fight. I'm pretty sure he can, just because he's at the point where his spin gets a lot off in a second. But Acarcion plus before down to Hydra, and he's going to be able to find the kill with the Unleashed Power. He does get the solo kill. Forced to use his own flash, though. Yeah, 100T Noob. He should be able to hold his own versus the Alawi and allow his team to 4v4 pretty well. Because I think they can 4v4 really well in these fights, whereas I think the Garen is going to be better in a side lane versus the Alawi. But Baron is started here. It's already down to half health. I think Schomburg knows, even though they don't have the vision. But this is also where Heat Viper on this Vel'Koz can get a lot of work done. Teleport in from Garen as well. They need to find their way into the pit. The Glacial Tomb already used. Now they're going to chase forward. The health bars from AMP are just too low. They did not plan this out. Now Alawi trying to run away. But I think Rockport is going to try and finish off this Baron as it is burning down real low. They're stalling out the damage. Are they able to secure it? No smite coming out, but Vel'Koz actually does secure it. Now 100 to Noob in the backside. He just 1v3ing. He's going to try and run for it. I think they might be able to find their way on to the Syndra. She's going to go down the spin to win from 100 Noob on the Garen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Garen.
And Garen, everybody. Woohoo! Press W, take no damage. Don't got to build any tank items now. You did build Deadman's, but...
450 champion, by the way. Beginning champion, by the way.
No, it was really
No
well played though from
skill
100T. Finding his way into the back and just stalling them out. Was a little worried that the Baron wasn't even going to go over because Schomburg like just didn't smite it. It might have been a spectator bug, but he had smite up that whole time in it. They just didn't even try using it. But they got the Baron, which is all that matters. So now, sitting at a 6k gold lead, they can keep going forward.
I think we're looking at a game 3 here.
I would say there's a good chance of that. Yeah, Rockport is playing around their comp's win conditions pretty darn well right now, and AMP not really respecting it either. They might be able to get this dragon, though. Looks like they're going to try and fight for it. Sejuani wants to find her way, and she's able to get in. She doesn't manage to seal it off, but it looks like it could be a good fight for them regardless, as they're actually just going to back off. I'm surprised they didn't go for that. Vel'Koz had both of his active items, and like they were so clumped up, the Spooky Ghost would have slowed all of them.
I thought only stood out too.
They could have really taken that fight. But they were sitting on quite a bit of gold, to be fair. So I respect the cautious play sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, but Starshire was half health thanks to the disintegration ray. So it wouldn't have been that bad.
And Rockport can start setting up their waves. Again, 100T Noob. Garen does beat the Alawi in the 1v1, and especially this late into the game, where he can just immediately destroy her ghost if she manages to get it. And if she doesn't, well, she's half health, and she doesn't passively regen health. She needs to go for an all-in to heal up, which she can't do, as previously explained, versus the Garen. So 100T Noob gonna get full control of this side lane here. Even gonna just start forcing down this tower. He really just does not care at all about the Alawi. Yeah, this is where it gets scary. Is she his the villain?
I do not think so.
Okay.
It doesn't show me the villain.
That's a shame. I think if you click on the person, it'll mark them as the villain, whoever the villain is. So if you look at their like debuffs,
it's not her. No.
I could be wrong on that though.
But yeah, you're wrong.
A lot being used to try and get this Garen while they're actually just pushing up on the mid lane. Acarcion gonna get hit, but a nice 3-man stun actually saves a lot of time as Natsume finds his way in. They actually got 2 kills already. Now chasing forward on to Schomburg. Might be able to get another reset for the Triss, but not going to happen. But still 2 kills. Now 100T Noob, though, going to be pushing up here. Regened everything already, a la Garen, as Rockport slowly just starving AMP off the map. And this is where it's kind of hard for AMP, because they need to be able to get a hard engage off and hard win a fight to the point where it doesn't matter if there's a Garen split pushing. But the only person that can do that is the Gragas.
Yeah. And Gragas is super far behind. He's 1 in 6.
Yeah.
He may be up in camps. Like he's up in CS by a good 20. But
yeah. Like their main win condition, which is have Gragas get a stellar engage off, is very far behind with a very rough build. Building again, no health. Looks like he's getting now a Zeke's, is what this looks like to me. And like again, no health. He's not tanky at all. Like, Gragas is passive. It heals him for a percent of his max health, and he doesn't have any max health, right? Like, this guy isn't healing much. He's not tanking much. So he's going to go in, and even if he finds his way onto, honestly, best case scenario at this point, Shanbear or maybe Karma, he's just going to burn down immediately, and the team's just not going to have anything to follow up with because they're just so far behind.
Yeah. And there's the GA built by Hydrone at Second Life.
Yeah, he's got the GA. One nice thing about Sivir is she's a very defensive hyper carry.
Yeah.
Because you've got the spell shield. You typically build Phantom Dancer because you're so short range. You kind of need that to be able to brawl whoever's jumping on top of you because somebody's going to jump on top of you. Yeah. And then, you know, having that GA now, also building towards what I would assume is a Bloodthirster.
Why you gotta have me start yelling at him? Come on.
Because I can. Spotter, though. Good trade on 100 noob. He's going to heal that all up in 15 seconds, though.
True. Yeah, your theory was right. After the initial bounce, it all crits.
It all crits. Awesome. This is actually a matchup where I think Spotter should have gone Glacial Augment on the Alawi. It's not a very popular rune, but it is definitely a choice for her. And against someone like Garen, who's just going to like run away from you, you kind of want the Glacial Augment to be able to lock him down and keep him in there. Because I don't know how much he's gotten from Klepto, but I can't imagine it being enough. Now they're trading. Noob successfully able to get rid of the Test of Spirit and actually starting to win the trade now because of it. So he's going for it. It's not going to land again. That's his kind of go moment as he can start rolling in with his E. There is a flash up for Spoderron, but a lot of damage coming up from Noob. The ult gets blocked by Sterix Gauge.
Garen, ladies and gentlemen, watch his HP rise.
Yep. And he's full health, and so is Spoderron. One of them had to back.
Just has too much. It's putting so much effort into trying to load down this Garen.
Yeah.
Garen's out of combat for like 5 seconds, and he's got it all back.
Yeah. But Rockport, they're playing this really well because they're keeping 100T Noob down there. They know that he's going to win the 1v1 versus the Alawi, which means they can get the 4v4, which, again, we were talking about earlier. The 4v4, they could do just fine. It's when they're engaging with a single tank onto maybe this 5v5 with the Alawi, but that's not happening because they're not even setting themselves in that position. But 100 Noob actually forced a flash away from Spoder, as now he's going to want to go in, but I don't think he can actually catch up even with a flash. But Shambear finds his way on to Starstro. He's getting taken pretty low. The slows in from Heat Viper. They're not able to quite find the CC, but there's the Glacial Prison. He's going to fall down, and so much damage coming out from a Carson as well. Going to try and pop that GA. It does actually manage to get it. 100T Noob here. From 200 health to full, he's going to be coming in as well. But there is the Swoopy Ghost getting the freeze off onto so many people. Now Rockport trying to chase forward as Natsume running away with the Predator. Actually might want to try and find his way back in, but he gets flashed on. The Arctic Assault going to be able to knock him up, knock him down as they're going forward. Rockport want to try and finish off the game, it looks like.
That was really greedy by Natsume. Honestly, there would have been nothing gained if he went back in and actually caught somebody, because it would just died anyway, and it would have just...
Yeah, and it looks like Rockport are going to be pushing up on this, doing so much damage to Spoder, getting themselves an inhib, and hopefully backing off and securing an Infernal. That'll help him out quite a bit at this point, given how much damage their team comp has.
Honestly, they could put 100 Noob mid to get that inhib, but...
Honestly,
he's just so sustaining.
I think he should recall and finish off his item because he's got enough for Randuin's.
Yeah. You wanna know what would really be nasty?
What?
Warmogs.
It's unnecessary. It would be nasty. It's not necessary though, because he got that built in.
Exactly. Just makes it even better. Did he really leave the shop without buying anything?
I think so. He might have... I think he didn't have enough, and he just didn't think about selling his Doran shield. Because if he sold his Dorans, he would have had enough. Whether he's getting a Thornmail or Randuin's, he should have enough for that with selling the Doran Shield, and I think he just completely skipped on that.
Yeah. Baron up, though. So, yeah, I'm trying to get around to it. 100 T pushing top lane. So, has to be answered by Spooter.
Yeah, honestly, they can have 100T do a lot here. They can have him push top. They can have him push bot. There's quite a few options. He's going to get engaged on here, though, as he's getting stunned up. The slow is on as well. So much CC being used for him, but not going to matter as the health bars are burning down. A triple kill, the laser, the boomerangs. There was no chance for AMP to win that fight in that corridor, and now Rockport are going to be pushing up on bottom lane to try and finish off the match. Well, always the last one alive. Can she 1v4? 1v5? Probably not. We'll see.
not when she's 1 and 2 and doesn't have any real big items.
Yeah. Yeah, but she's definitely gonna try. The CC is on her though. Lots of damage coming from, but she's not gonna be able to find any of the kills as she does fall. The Towers of Dawn and Rockport take game 2 in 37 minutes, taking us to game 3. Awesome. I like this.
Yeah, I like it because that means, guess what? As soon as this game's over, we're going straight to the next one.
Yeah, pretty much. Woohoo! Casting all day long, boy. We got this. I hope you're used to it at this point.
I mean, I told everyone else all day, so.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look at numbers. I'm pretty sure I know who I'm giving MVP to, and the numbers just reaffirm that for me. But what's your thoughts? 100T? Yeah, easy. 5-0 and 8. He actually played lane really well. He played the mid game really well. Had the most damage in the game. I think definitely did well. He did what Gary needed to do. So impressive stuff there from the 80 carry main.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and invite people, get this rolling. That way we don't end up too late.
Yep.
I'll wait until everyone gets in here. Alright, well, boy, what a set.
For sure, man, for sure.
This is pretty exciting. It all comes down to one game. The battle for first place. It's now a best of 1.
For sure. Very dominant game 1 by Amped. Game 2 looking a little more close.
All right, let's lobby spazzing out.
Rito's a silly company.
Yeah, to be fair,
Indie company.
It's hard to make a good program.
Yeah. Wait, why did someone just make a Shenbot? Come on.
Say what?
I just saw someone quickly make a Shenbot, then delete it.
Ugh.
Alright, come on. Let's get this going. Come on. Game 3, come on, let's go. Spooter's drunk. No wonder he kept trying to 1v1 the Garen.
Yeah. All right. Let me just finish up setting up the pick ban. And then we can roll in here. I don't know. I'm not in charge of tracking your points.
I'm not in charge either.
That's on you, boy. I don't put out the points, the system does. Blame this system. All right. Casters are. We can get rolling.
Let's keep it rolling, rolling, rolling. Ah, rolling, rolling, rolling.